does what you have in your mind actually translate to your social media platform? Do you post exactly what you're thinking or not? Good morning. This is today's Life on Echo Television International. I am Prudence Buga, and today on this beautiful set, we're having an all girls crew, and they're already smiling at me before I introduce them. I have Joyce and Jemima.
It's the ladies' arena.
It's actually a time out. It's just clicking in my
Maybe
head
we
right
should
now.
give you a
It's
name that starts with J.
J.
Before the end of the show, you will have
Oh.
one.
It's lovely to have you on set.
Good morning.
We're glad. We're happy. You know, yesterday someone said that I watched you people and you were really laughing. Hope you don't make mistake. Every day is a gift. It's a gift from God, and you know, we definitely have to reflect how happy and grateful we are for the gift of life. There are a lot of people out there that are struggling with one condition or the other, and regardless of the challenges that life throws at you, you still live happy. Don't give the devil that chance to just take your joy. So, like the name implies, we are joyful.
Okay, so let's dive into it. We're talking about your post, your life, your post, your mind, your post today. And as I said, sometimes you wonder that what is in your mind is what you post. A lot of times you think like that, and somebody else would come out and say, if you think that what I'm posting is all about me, then you are deceiving yourself. That's not me. It's just for the social media. Where can we get that balance? Where can we get that understanding? Like, are you not supposed to sell what you truly believe in on the social media, or are you just supposed to sell what the society is longing for in the media? That's basically what we're talking about today.
Prudence Bruger, I'm so happy. Fridays we talk about social media. Whether you like it or not, that's the in thing. The advancement in technology have made social media the new community. So if you're not on WhatsApp, you're on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, you're on Twitter, Instagram. Like every information you want to know or on what is happening, you can just refer to any of these platforms and you get information in real time. Like even news or conventional media stations have embraced the new media, like social media, because you have a whole lot of community out there. So talking about your mind, your post, see, there's no other way to explain it. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Out of the abundance of the heart, the hand type. There's no way you can differentiate or separate that. I've seen people make posts and say, if you are using my post to rate or define me, you're on your own. Is a normal cliche. Why are you justifying it? Why, in the first place, why are you saying that if we are using your post to judge you, then we are on our own? Because you know that it says who you are. You cannot just be catching cruise with informations like that. I know that there are a lot of people out there that do that ignorantly. Especially with forwarded message. These people play on your senses. They tell you if you don't forward to 10 people, one form of sickness will come and engulf you and all of that, and you are scared. You are in a hurry to share the message. You've not even read all. Maybe it's just the first 2 lines. And then what are you sharing? Do you know the content of that particular information that you're actually sharing? Now we live in a world where skit makers, people are into memes, and they just tell you they do that for fun. You read some of these things, they are funny, but beyond them are messages. Whether we like it or not, no matter the cruise, no matter the fun in that meme, there's a message behind it. So why not think deep? This thing that I'm about to post, we are talking my post, your mind, your post. This thing that I'm about to post, does it reflect what is in my mind? Because we're saying status, timeline. That means state, the state of your mind.
Now.
Your state now. So on your status, what are you posting? Does it reflect what is in your mind? If that is not what you believe in, then there's no point posting it, because you have people that follow you. You have people on your contact list that view your status. So when they see it, I post a particular political party, I'm promoting it. If I post Echo TV program, I'm promoting it. So why would I say I'm posting Equa TV program and I'm saying no, I don't stand with that. I'm standing with another TV's program. So it reflects what is in your mind. If you think it doesn't reflect or is not, then stop it. Some people will not ask you about you. They go to your timeline. They just get your name. They go to your timeline and they just know who you are. So the totality of what you post on your timeline defines who you are. I know a lady that lost on job opportunity because of what she posts on her Facebook. So when she submitted her CV, beautiful, everything about her. You know, those kind of CVs that are well constructed. You can't help but give that person the job. But immediately the employer just typed her name on Facebook. He was going through her timeline, her ideologies, how she shared her points of view about different things, and oh wow, I can't work with this person. It was yesterday I was talking about, we were talking about education. Some people, like a lot of employers now, don't employ skills. They employ character. They are ready to teach you the skill. Because if you don't have character, it's detrimental to the organization and the growth of that organization. You are going to be like a poison to other people. So imagine you have the skills, you don't have the character, and then you poison other people. Then where will the organization head to? Because you having the skill already makes you influential, because everybody wants to come close to you because they want to learn. And imagine, because you feel I have the skill, so I can't come to work 8 o'clock. I'm coming 12 o'clock. They cannot do without me. So every other person start following your footsteps because they know that anyways they will learn from you. When it's time for work, they say, "Come, let's go to the market. We'll have to go." So it reflects our character. In fact, our post says a lot. Like it says a lot about our character, where we stand morally. So you can't wake up in the morning, put phone like this, and you're snapping your private part. I'm talking about your breast or other parts that are sensitive, and saying, "Apple of God, I don't wake." That's the state of your mind. There's something you want to sell.
True. Interesting way. In fact, that last point was just interesting. How would you do that and expect that technically people would see that you are out there selling something else, not the whole apple of God's eyes? And a lot of times we think that it screws. You just getting catching phone. But I'm of the opinion that you would not take your hand, type on your phone, or screenshot a picture if it has not messaged you in one way or another. It should have ministered to you at some level or some point. If it says something like, okay, if you see a football meme, for instance, if you're not interested in football, you would not forward that because you have no clue what this thing is saying. If you see a musical meme and you're not that into music, and when I say that into music, I mean the whole nitty-gritties of music, the high notes and the low notes and all that. If you see something like that, you would not want to forward it, or you would not want to post it over again if it doesn't minister to you. A lot of times we find that we are posting things, and some people are asking, why would you be posting such a thing? Why? One time, I think I've mentioned this before. One time someone asked me, "Prudence, what you put on your DP, that's not the you I know." And I went back and checked it. For me, I love seeing things like that, but it is for my consumption. It did not have to go on my timeline so that people would see. And I did that, and this person is like taking off that this is not the person I know you to be. This is a different person entirely. So there are times like that you find yourself doing things like that. On that kind of situation, I think it's a different thing entirely. For me, it ministered to me, but this person does not see it like that. And this person is seeing a new form of me because of what I just posted. And that's how life on the social media is. I've also met someone who decided, let me just see your phone and I can be able to tell a little bit about who you are, just your gallery. And this person goes on my gallery and is like, you love this, and he basically just said a lot of the favorite things that that I do on my pastimes. And if I continuously put those on my statues, then definitely the world will see a little bit of who I am, if not more. So the more we think that our posts don't matter, the more we actually go out and tell people who we really are. But the more you think that your posts matter, the more you're conscious of what you're posting.
A lot of people have misplaced their identities because of social media, their posts on social media. A lot of people have forgotten who they are. Their priorities have gone upside down because of the kind of posts they have, and they take offense when you try to correct. Those that are correcting are not angels, but I would see something that you are doing wrong better than you would see, because I am the one looking at you. So there might be something you would totally overlook, and I'll try to point it out for you. So that I am trying to point it out for you doesn't mean I am a perfect lady, I'm a perfect woman. No. But a lot of people have misplaced their priorities on social media. They are totally lost, and they don't even want to be found, because when people are trying to help, they don't even want it. So imagine someone you know, at least you have an idea of his character, goes on social media and is posting something totally out of line, and you want to correct the person, and it is a major issue. Maybe he writes a post and people are commenting, and their comments are not even what he wants. He begins to abuse. He begins to say, you're not responsible for my social media, you're not the one giving you're not the one subscribing for me, you're not giving me any money, so why would you come? And what you're saying is actually the right thing, but they make you feel like, okay, whatever they post, if you're not in agreement with it, just neglect it. But that shouldn't be. Yes, it is your post. You can't post something and tell me that I should not judge you, I should not think that is the kind of person.
If you say it is
course.
your data or it is your post, then allow us to with our thoughts, right?
Exactly.
Why try to change how we see it? Because by the time you start saying that, if you define me by what I post, you're on your own. That means you're trying to influence.
I have to define you by what you post.
Like, you already know that what you post says something about you. That's why you're being defensive, because nobody told you anything yet. Even if they do, and you know that that is not who you are in the first place. How can somebody just say, okay, I'm a Christian and then I believe in Jesus Christ? Then there's a post about let's say someone that does not an irreligious belief like that, from an ideology from an irreligious person, and then I will post it, and then like God does not exist. Then I will now post it on my timeline, and then I will now say, Prudence, if you believe what I'm posting, you're on your own. So why did I post it?
Exactly.
You know the defense they
You
will
only
use is
post
that
what you
the
stand
defense they
for.
will use, if in that scenario you just painted, the defense they will use is that I would not post something that I don't really believe in for certain kind of things, but for other times it's just cruise. I'm just enjoying myself. It's a trend, and you just keep forwarding some other things. It's like we don't understand that these people that created these things have things in their minds already designed to
and you
minister.
are the one promoting that.
And no doubt that it is cruise you're catching. No arguments that it is trend that you're following. But the point you need to understand is this, that you are being defined by your posts.
True.
Mm-hmm.
You are, whether you like it or not, you are being defined by your post. You don't know. Well, on WhatsApp you can know the people that view. In fact, you can't even know all, because there are some people that use some type of WhatsApp that even when they view your post, you would not know. So, but let's say it has to do with your contact, so you know the kind of people you have on your contact. Like on Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Sometimes you cannot tell, even on the WhatsApp, how many people have viewed that post. Even if you can tell how many people viewed, you can't tell the ones that shared it or the ones that screen grab it and forward it to other people. You don't know. You don't have an idea. And that is why a young lady lost on a job opportunity because of what she posted on her timeline. So why didn't the employer just said, well, this is just her social media platform, this does not define her. It is what is on her CV that defines her. Of course, your CV would definitely paint a picture of not just who you are, but why your employer should employ you. But on your timeline, when things are happening, you just carry your hand and start typing. Sometimes when I go and see a post and see, I try to read comments. You know that group of people that you just read comments. I see, some people just say we are the ones with chair. We are seated right here reading comments. So people are reading your comments on issues and they are seeing what you are posting. It's saying a lot about you. There are people that go to, on Facebook, there are groups, like all these groups. They will say, so let's say single ladies, mothers, these different kinds of groups. And then they will just post something on the group chat. What do you think about this? A man saying his wife will not work. Then you go there and just go and type. And you say that's not what you stand for. Or let's say, what do you think about same-sex marriage? And you type that there's nothing wrong with that. And you're a Christian. And you go there because it's a group. You think that, no, it's not my time and nobody will see. They are comment section readers association. Somebody will go and read that. And then when he reads your comments, you, the Christian girl or guy or man or woman that says, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with same-sex marriage. Somebody must have screen grab, even if he doesn't screen grab, but he reads it and he sees your name and he goes to your profile and wow, this person is saying this. And now the next time he sees you, even from the way he greets you, it tells that he has built an impression about you already. So even how he relates with you, the person will start becoming careful. Because if you're a guy, he's a guy, you say that means this person is admiring me. So we need to be careful. There's no other explanation about your mind, your post. You can't separate it. You can't separate some of the things we do. Why is it that when Jemima is being mentioned, you can just easily think of something that she's good at? People do that unconsciously. When the name of a particular person is mentioned, this person and work, this person and gist, people just easily relate to. So why would you post things on your timeline and think we cannot use that to relate to you? It is normal. I make posts. I'm on social media as well. I make posts. There are times that I want to. It might just be something that will make someone out there laugh. But then there are people that might not understand that it's just to laugh. They read in between the lines. There are people that I don't expect Sister Prudence to post. This person that finished preaching to us on Heavenly Dew. I'm not impressed. So are your posts misleading people, or are your posts leading people to Christ as a Christian?
You see, I came across this somewhere in Romans, something about if you're doing something and you're second guessing yourself, then you do know that what you're doing is wrong. So for that person that comes out and says, my post is my post, it doesn't matter what you're seeing on my timeline, that's not really me. That means you're already second guessing yourself to come out and post something like that, because you are not confident enough. Because if you were confident enough, you would just post and then forget that you even posted something like that, because you know that it would not dent your reputation. It would not have any effect on your reputation. It just keeps rolling off. This is who I am. But the moment that you begin to think, what I posted, would someone misunderstand me? Would someone think of me this way that I don't want them to think of me? Okay, let me go back and write something like this. You already know that what you did was not right. You're not speaking the truth of the matter. That's not what your mind wanted you to do at the first instance, and your mind is beginning to prick you and tell you, okay, sister, you've done wrong. You need to go and correct that. So instead of you just deleting that post or doing something, or even apologizing in your status for posting that kind of thing, you want to be defensive. So it's easy for us to tilt towards defense only if what you're doing is not right.
I know of someone that posted something. I'm laughing because the someone is around. She posted something, then she went back and read what she posted. Like, she read everything again, then she deleted it. I did not call you, so like, she posted, this then she went back.
Go to court with this case.
We'll
go to court with
for
this
me,
case.
I was greatly challenged because she posted it too, but she went back, read it again, and she questioned something about the post, then she deleted it. I was even trying to like, okay, why not allow it to just pass since it's going to be 24 hours? And she said no. She deleted it. So for me, I feel like being intentional about what you post goes a long way, because at this point she was not just thinking about herself, she was thinking of people that will view it, how they would understand it, anything that will place you in a situation where people would misunderstand you is a very big challenge, because you cannot begin to meet them one after the other and say, okay, this thing that I posted doesn't mean this, it means this. You have to talk to a lot of people, and you won't be able to go around. You would get
Somebody would
exhausted.
not even tell you that he has seen it or seen
Yes,
it.
and even if you do, not everybody would understand. So my post is beyond just what we're seeing. A lot of people get caught in between trends. Oh, this thing is really moving. Let me join.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. Why won't I
It's a
do it?
challenge.
Let me join.
Did you
Yes.
see the latest challenge? Did you do it?
Have you done it? Go and do it. Everybody wants to be in the trend. Nobody wants to be left out. Someone made a post and said, my life, my choices, my mistakes, my lesson. Like, you're already telling everybody to remain on his own lane. Nobody should cross and come to you. So whatever choice you make is your own life.
choice.
Whether negative or positive is your life. And whatever mistakes you make, nobody
don't
should
need
even
help.
sympathize with you.
You don't
Nobody
need help.
should encourage or be happy with you. Is your own lesson. So whether the lesson is good or bad, they should allow you to do. So imagine you go out, you get drunk and you are beaten and you die. Nobody should even come to your aid. Why? Because it's your mistake and it is your lesson. That is not a good thing to do. It's not something good that you should brag about. It's not something good. Allow people to help you when you need help. When people come to tell you about something, imagine I have a particular character. Prudence talks to me about it. Joyce talks to me about another person. I need to sit down and check that thing. Because they wouldn't have held a meeting before they came to me. Probably they came at their own different times, because they all saw what I did and they want the best for me. So once people are talking to you about something, even if you're not in agreement with it, sit down and checkmate yourself.
We're in an era of election, petitions, tribunals, and all of that. And then this is the time where if you go to social media, if you're not in control of what you see and how you react, you might just end up being depressed before you go out or before you log out, or you might just end up throwing your phone, because you will not just see mediocres, but you see people that are thinking. You wonder with what.
Yes.
Like, how are you thinking? Just because of what? Maybe somebody just sub for you, subscribe for you, and then you come on social media, you would not even think, you post. And I fear for the future for them.
Sure.
Because somebody must have munched your post. Tomorrow, how would you feel when that post you made today is being shown to you? That thing you're putting on your WhatsApp status or on your Facebook timeline or your Instagram, or like, if it's to be on the billboard on the junction of your street or in the city where you live, will you be proud of that thing you're posting? Maybe we should start asking ourselves this question. Whatever I'm posting, if it is to be made public on a billboard, would I be proud that I actually made that post? There are times I will make posts and people are like, wow, and sharing it. How do you feel in that moment where you make a post of something very reasonable and people are just munching it and then sharing it? You feel happy because this thing you posted has helped somebody out there. It has reached out to someone. There are times you just post a scripture and somebody is just replying and say, oh, thank you, this spoke to me. Or you just post, maybe it's just just a piece of the sermon you received in church on Sunday, and it ministered to you, and you just felt, oh, let me share this, and you did, and somebody just said, you don't know what this has done to me. Maybe the person is just weighed down, discouraged, and you just made a short video about how that people should stay strong regardless of the situation. God is in control, and the person just say, you don't know what this post means to me. Would you rather hear that, or you want to make a post that will make people depressed, that will make people feel bad, or that will worsen the condition of people? We need to start thinking, that thing you're putting, would you be proud of? No wonder people just change their names on their social media handles because they know that the things they are posting, morally, it's not good. And that is why they just go to Facebook and just create one name that none of their relative or family member or anybody that knows them would relate to that. And even if they see you as their friend, they block you. Why are you blocking such people if you know that the things you're doing are right? You don't see any member of your church on your friend list. Why? Because on Sunday you're a Christian. On Monday you go back to the world. What is trending is what you are posting. All the cruise, all the challenge, you are there. You will not even know the aim of the challenge, but because that's what is trending, you too. There was a time I saw a post by like a Christian lady, and she made a post. And have you ever seen a lady with big bum humble? I was like, wow. My concern is not just you, but the people on your page seeing this. Like the people. Most times I say this, that God forbid that I be the reason why somebody will say, God forbid that is a Christian. Don't be proud of your weakness. Don't be proud of it. The GM will always say it. You have a weakness, then fight it. Pray to God to help you out of it. I tell people that feel, oh, I'm not worthy. You know, it's the devil's idea to just keep you where you are. To feel, oh, you that just lied yesterday, you want to go to church and raise your hand. Better go and sit down, and then you just say, oh, I will not go. You that you just did what you want to even go and preach to people. Better. It's the devil's idea to keep you where you are, to keep you stagnant, to make you like victim of hell. See, David, he even went ahead to commit adultery, but he was broken. He realized that no, I'm wrong. I'm not supposed to do this. He went down. He cried. He asked God for forgiveness. Look at how all the people that worked for God. See, God said, this man, David, is the man after my heart. Why? Because he always realized when he sins, he goes back. God, no, this is not the path that I should talk. Please have mercy on me. He will cry and ask for forgiveness. But okay, the devil just whisper to you that you just like yesterday, or you that went to chill out yesterday, you went to club, you want to go to church, better sit, and then you just take that position and say, I cannot go to church, me that just did what. No. See, bounce back. Though we fall, we rise again.
Yes.
The idea is not like nobody is perfect. The Bible says, for all have sinned. So there's nobody that, say that is your own imagination that this person is blameless. The Bible says, for all have sinned. But we're not proud. We should not remain in it like proudly sinner, putting on our forehead that we are proudly sinners. No, we have sinned. It is past. We have realized what we have done, and God forgive us, and we continue our journey with Him. So don't, because of trend, you are shy to say you're a Christian, but you are not shy to share what the world is sharing. You are not shy to partake in the challenge that is happening. When it is gospel music, you reduce the volume. When it is secular, because that's what is trending, you disturb people. You put earpiece, listen to the song alone. Now you are shouting it out loud. But if it is Christian, you are miming it inside your mouth and you are a Christian. But because it is trend, you don't want to look odd. You want to look like somebody that knows what's up.
You know what you just said. A number of times we have Christian celebrities, Christian musicians, and others that are out there, and you find that sometimes they post certain things, and you begin to think, and you're double checking. Does this person really know God?
The account was hacked.
Well, that's what a lot of us are doing. So today, you're wearing this clothes, you're going to church, you're putting this Alheri Ubangiji. You're singing praise the Lord, hallelujah. And then tomorrow you're wearing a different kind of clothes and you're taking a different kind of picture. It's time to go chill, people. Let's enjoy ourselves.
So we used to have one lady in the hostel back then. When it's Friday night, like 9 p.m., 9:30. Hi, Zion girls, I'm out to the club. Who is join me proudly? And she will go. When she comes back, all of you will know that she's back. Hey, she will shout and scream in the middle of the room, say, hi girls, I'm back. Club was fun. On Sunday, Alamu yana sada uta bazanji soronko aba. Alamu yana sada uta bazanji soronko aba. On Monday, sabi girl no dey too like talk, and him as dey human from. No, like See, who are you?
Different garments.
Like,
See,
you're a person.
Once
with
they
coat
reach,
of
you carry
many
the
colours.
garment.
You're a person with coat of many colors. Today you're red, tomorrow you're green, next tomorrow you're purple.
no, it's trend.
And
It's trend. I want to just
That's like a
belong.
chameleon.
Yes, and you can't find a place for you. Nobody would say that this is this person's place. And anytime somebody posts anytime you post something, someone is like, "Oh, it's not her." You can expect anything. So you begin to become somebody that people don't even, in our language now, you say people don't even say her anymore. People don't even mind you. People don't understand. People don't care anymore what you're doing. Like, okay, so this is how she is. So, like, there's no problem. We don't even need to. For some of us, or rather, from myself, I'm talking for myself. Sometimes I'm scrolling through my WhatsApp pages, the status of my WhatsApp, and I'm like, no, this person, nothing.
I do that a lot, Prudence.
And
It's my
continue
okay.
going.
It's my data. I know where I get the money to subscribe. I will not waste it. Like whatever I'm going to view, let it be something that will add up to me. Like over time, I just learned. Like I understood. I don't even view like you want to view status. You want to view everything. There are particular people that once I
You want
view
to
their
see.
status,
You
I know
can
that
just-
definitely it's either I'm getting informed or I'm getting like enlightened about something. There are people
Even-
that are deliberate about using their page to teach or to keep people informed about certain things. It will make you laugh in between, and then they're standing like it represents what they stand for. But you cannot say you are this and what you are posting is different, and you're confusing people and all of that. Pick a place, stand. Whatever you believe in. See, the people of the world, they have taken a stand, though, and anywhere they go, they are loud about it. They are loud. But why are we saying that this is where we stand, but we are ashamed? Then there's no need for you to stand with something and you're ashamed to put it out there when the other people out there, they are there making it louder. And that's when I hear some people say, oh, as a Christian you should not be on social media, blah blah blah. So we're saying they should take over the new community. Why not carry the message too? Utilize the technique. I've heard someone say that, oh, it's unfortunate that Christians are busy following all these online pastors' messages. So why can't you carry your own message that is truth to that place so that they can also follow it? Because whether we like it or not, see, it is now a community, the social media.
Yes.
It's a community. So if you have unbelievers, would you not want to reach out to them? Like Jesus left 99 and went for one that was lost, one lost sheep. So how do we say that the unbelievers should just be there while we face our life? Remember, the Great Commission is to all of us to reach out with the gospel. So we should be on the social media, promote what we believe, what we stand for. Let's post it because that is what is in our mind. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. That is what should be on our timeline. But when your timeline is different from what you believe or what you say you stand for, then there's a problem. There's question mark there. It means while you're trying to say I belong to Jesus, you're also trying to please the world. And no wonder when you're in the church, you're a Christian. When you're outside the church, you are like of the world and you represent what the world stands for. But we cannot continue like that. We cannot. People would not even take you serious.
Yeah.
Imagine going to someone and saying that you want to preach to the person, and this person has been your follower, and he has been seeing you have been seeing your posts, how you maybe your beliefs, how you share it on your timeline, and then you're coming because the church say November 5th and 6th is going to be evangelism weekend, and then it's compulsory for all fellowship group to go, and then you don't have any choice, you have to go. Then you go and meet somebody and the person is like, it's not this person that yesterday you posted this. I remember a scenario about a young lady that was going to preach, and then she was really late because it was the church evangelism weekend, and then everybody was waiting, so she was really late and she had to board Okada so that she can meet up. And then when she got the Okada, she told him where she was headed, and then they got there. She gave him less than what she was supposed. He said, no, that's not the price. You're paying me below. Everybody knows that. See, it is 200 naira. Why are you giving me 50 naira? Madam, this is the price of fuel and all of that. She said, God will punish you. You are very lucky I'm in a hurry. She said, your father, she insulted this guy. Like, why are you insulting me? That's what the guy, why are you insulting me? I just told you paid me below. And she continued that he's lucky she's going for evangelism, that the way she would have insulted the living hell out of him, that she has not even started the insult to. She finished insulting this guy. He was shocked and looking at her. She held her Bible and then she left. She threw the money at him and she left. And then he got a passenger from there, went back to their spot, and then the evangelism team went to that spot to start from there. And then they were on foot, so everybody was getting, and then behold, she and then it was his place.
Hey.
He looked at her, he said, "You." And then the other team members were turning like, what happened?
What is it?
What happened? So that's like how we are. We are okay, we are Christians. I'm a Christian, but then behind I'm a different person. On my timeline, on my social media, I'm a different person. It's better you don't even post anything.
You know, it's one thing that is important, and you've mentioned it, but I would like to bring it out again so that you would understand how important this thing is. You can't be in two places at the same time. You can't serve two masters at the same time. You can't be of the world and still be of Jesus Christ. You have to pick it. Pick one. It has to be one or the other. So even the world would not look at you rightly if you're trying to be in both sides. They see you for the hypocrite that you are.
We shouldn't live lives where the wind will just take us to whatever direction it wants. It's going left, you're following. Right, you're following. Forward, backward, wherever. You shouldn't do that. And it goes a long way to show in your post. Today you're posting about ministrations you've gone to do. Tomorrow you're posting about Bibi Niger. Next tomorrow you're posting about people that were fighting on social media, actors and actresses. Another time you're posting Bible verse. Pick one angle and stick to it. A lot of people, when
family members will say pick a struggle.
when a lot of people when they see a particular post, they know that it's not you. And then they quickly called you. Was your account hacked? Why do they do that? Because they know a direction that you constantly follow. So when they see something different, imagine someone that is posting a particular thing you know that person for and you keep following, and tomorrow they are talking about bring 20,000 naira and get 60,000. You know already that account has been hacked. But someone that is anywhere he's going, when you see that, you will not even think. You will say, it's the same person, it's him. Why? Because he's living a life of confusion. Today you are here, tomorrow you are there, next tomorrow you are there. Nobody takes you serious.
If you give value, people will follow you.
Interestingly,
Yes.
that kind of person, your account is prone to hacking. If you're that kind of person, I'm just
It's
saying.
true.
If you notice it and you've observed someone who is consistent, it's rare that you see this person's account is hacked. But for someone that
Because
is
once
all
they
over
hack
the
it,
place,
they can't get what they want, because
Yes.
everybody will just know that this is not this
Yes.
person.
this is not
Yes.
yes. So the person that is all over the place, that doesn't have one stream, one line of thought, you would find that is the person that a lot of people want to just.
And
hack
there's
your
something
account.
else I
Yes,
noticed,
question.
right? Social media has become a platform where you go and vent. You know, I have an issue with you, right? And I can't really
Status,
tell you.
WhatsApp
So
status.
the only thing I don't do is I don't write your name. I just go and vent. I write everything we did together. Of course, I would place myself in a position where I am the one that is on the
The good
truthful
person.
side. So you are the bad one. I just don't write your name. But the moment you see it, you know it's you. So why won't I come to you and let's settle our scores in peace?
They
Only
don't
two
want-
of us
they
to
don't
know.
want blows.
So you go on social media, you're venting. So today you're venting about this person, tomorrow about that one. You've talked about everybody on social media, just their names you didn't write down.
Unfortunately,
It shouldn't
Jemima,
be.
yesterday someone made a post and I read it. Good intention, but the poster, like, it was unfortunate for him. He was writing to seek for help for someone who was sick and has been sick for almost a year. But of course, we're in the era of election, petition, judgment, and all of that. So he decided to put in politics into it, calling the governor like the name of the governor that he should, and then some other members that are in a particular party to come and support to ensure that it's giving them, in fact, before the sun goes down the next day, they should ensure that they do like something about the condition of this person. So people kept commenting, and like that's very disrespectful. Even though they are wishing the person that was sick well, but obviously this other person is from the other political party. So he's trying to drag the names of these politicians down. And that's why he said, oh, this is a son of this state that has been sick, and the governor did not care about what. So people kept responding, and then somebody said, if you said this person has been sick for 10 months, for over how many months, it means that before this new administration, there was why didn't you mention the previous governor? Yes. Why didn't you call the other people that? So we should be careful. People are not fools.
No.
People are not fools. They read meanings to whatever you post. It's the state of your mind. That's what some people tell you what status is. Yes. The state of your mind. So if I'm posting about children, they say, oh, this one now wants. If you just imagine, I just post a picture of a baby girl, like a baby, they'll say, God will give you your own. You see comments like that. People say, yes. Don't worry, very soon. If you post picture of a fine wedding gown, they'll say, very soon. If you post engagement ring, they'll say, God, when? All those kind of things. They feel that is what you are thinking of at the moment. So even if that meme is funny, but if it's going to send a message about the state of my mind, I rather not post it.
Actually, Facebook frames it as what's on your mind.
What's on your mind?
Exactly. So why are you now saying that? Mind? So why will you say what is not on your mind?
And you tell us that if you take me serious, you're on your own. So let's learn. It takes discipline. It might not be really easy because everybody is doing it. So you too just want to feel among so that you will not be that odd person. But it takes a lot of discipline, and you can do it. And no wonder some people, if you go to their page, you can't see anything outside what they stand for. You can't go to, let's say, Equa Television. We have some communities, today's live community. Then you will not go and see, let's say, for instance, from the dailies inside. Like, whatever you share from, let's say, Equa TV is something that is about us, that involve us. We can't go and carry something from, let's say, Wombat TV now and put it there and say that, no, this is what we are, except if we are supporting that thing. So what you post, what is on your timeline, what is on your mind should be what you are posting. Let's be really careful about it. Most times we don't know. The implication might outweigh what you think. It might not be immediate. Maybe it will not be now. But in the next 2, 3, 5, 10 years, that thing will haunt you. Today, politicians are going through same thing.
Yes.
See, when election is coming, you see interviews that they have granted in the past.
They track
are coming back. And people say, this person has become to this party. This is his video. One interview he granted, I said, God forbid that he could become a member of this party.
Did many years ago.
So they will bring it back. Yeah. So social media keeps record.
Interestingly, there was one minister that said some very fanatical things earlier on in his life when he was younger in school and all that, and he was in really a couple of years ago he was in a fix because a lot of people kept on bringing all those things back. How can you say that this kind of person is being given this kind of position in a country like ours? And a lot of people were bringing up things that he said, things that he posted 10 years, 20 years before now. And it got him into a whole lot of things until the government decided to intervene. In his case, it ended up in his favor though. But this is the implication. A lot of times we think that what we post passes, even if you've deleted it. Sometimes it is being kept in an archive, just waiting for you to fumble, to do something on the contrary from what you say, and you begin to see these things popping up.
Prudence, currently in this nation, there's a celebrity that died, and almost everybody, like, you can't help it. If you just go on social media, you just keep seeing the picture, the name is everywhere. And do you know what? The things that are popping up, because it is alleged that he was killed, and now everybody is seeking for justice for this particular celebrity. And what are people making reference to all the posts that was made before, the people that are being right now accused of maybe having a hand in it. Now people are making reference to what they post some months back, some years back, and people are not just referring to what they post, but even the lyrics of their songs. So if you want sound in your song that you have put plenty people underground, and right now you're being accused of theft, like how do you defend that particular statement that you made? So you see, a lot of times we do this post because we think it's just trends, it's just you belonging, it's just you feeling among. But see, in the next 5 years, would you be proud of it? So don't just think in the now, also think in the future. If tomorrow this thing you post is brought back to your face, would you be proud of it? If it is something that is being shown to your children, would you be proud of it? I know a Nigerian celebrity that at a point a sex tape of her was being shared, leaked, and she said her only problem was her son growing up
And
to
seeing
see that. Because you cannot erase it from everybody's archive. Some people have saved it in their emails. Like we have bloggers, we have all these online news people. People will save it. They want to make money with it in the next 10, 20, 40 years. Now we are seeing things emerging from how many years ago of politicians. You see their interview, you see it is them. You see their posts, people have launched it, and we see it right now. So would you be proud of it? That particular singer said how that's her concern, her child growing up to see that. So we need to be very deliberate. If your status is like the state of your mind, if Facebook are saying what is in your mind, what is the Bible saying about our mind? We should occupy our mind with what? Things that are worthy. Whatever you find worthy, whatever is noble, that is what the Bible says to occupy our mind. So if the Bible have charged us, the scripture that see this is what should preoccupy your mind, should be in your mind, then it should reflect. When Facebook are asking me what is in my mind, I should be proud to say I'm thinking of the one who died for me. Like what manner of love is this? That despite my unfaithfulness, he still gave his one and only son. Today, if you just have a piece of bread and then your brother is hungry, how many people will be able to give when you too you are hungry? You hear people say, it's only one, no, you go and drink water. This one will not be enough for me. But we're talking about son. He gave his one and only son for me. Then I'm not going to be proud that, see, I'm only living because of him. I should be able to post. The singer was being interviewed, what's your greatest fear? And he said, God leaving him. That's his greatest fear. Proudly, he said it. That's what is in his mind. So, if I'm being charged, the scripture, like God, this is what should be in your mind. And Facebook say, what is in your mind? Proudly, I should say John 3:16. So why would I now say, I'm posting a name, I'm saying I'm catching cruise? Is that what is in my mind? If yes, is that what the scripture says should be in your mind? The point of change starts from the mind.
True. Yeah. All right. So at this point, I would like to know what annoys you the most about social media.
How that people just make posts without thinking.
That's interesting. What annoys you the most?
How they create a trend, and when you don't fall into it, they feel like you are against every good thing.
All right. So what annoys me the most about social media is that everybody's living a good life.
There's no bad moments. Never. It's those good moments, and then somebody out there will just be depressed. Nothing. You don't.
You are only seeing the good one, and you are being
snap.
depressed.
They'll snap 100 pictures. They will look. Delete. They delete 99. It's only one that is left that is perfect. The one that shows the shoe, the handbag, the hair, and that's the one, the best one. And then you say, hey, see my classmate, look at how well. Me, I just came to this world to escort. Be deceiving yourself.
And depression begins to set in. Well, so a lot of times we have done a lot of damage to ourselves, to our character, to our beliefs, because we think that what we write or what we post on our social media doesn't really matter. But the truth of the matter is that it sends information, it sends messages, and it sends it gives people an idea, an ideology of who you are. So as much as it depends on you, try as much as possible to give yourself in the best light possible. And when I say the best light possible, is that you do the right thing always, especially on the social media. And it's like that's about wrap for today's um, beautiful episode. And I really enjoyed my time.
Same
with you
here.
guys.
I
It's
did
really
too.
nice.
I just hope that people will build some principle, personal principle that is guided by what is what doing is what doing very well, and then like what is noble, stand by it. Don't be moved or tossed by the wind of trends and what is happening, but let your mind be renewed with the word of God daily.
And it's better you don't even post at all than to post what will stand against you in the judgment day.
Thank you, Joyce.
Always
Thank
a
you,
pleasure.
Jennifer.
You're welcome.
It was really nice. So do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Do you think that what he was talking about was just so that you would stay and hold it in? No, he said it so that you would shine your light bright and the world would see who your Father in heaven is and glorify his name. So that's what we should do on social media, don't you think? Well, that's it. Thank you for staying tuned. We really enjoyed this time with you. We hoped that you would join us again on Monday. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.